And there's hard jobs out there, jobs that I would never be able to do, like police officers. Give it up one time for police officers. Now I know, sometimes when I do that joke, and some of the more younger crowds are, oh, boo, police officers. They don't let me do 65 down Front Street. They make me get a cab home. They have one of the hardest jobs in the world. Think about it. They have to deal with the stupidest human beings alive on a minute-by-minute basis while carrying mace, a taser, and a gun. I do not have the tolerance threshold for that position. The first dumb person I pulled over in traffic for doing something just ridiculous, I'd just be like, what is that they said in training? A leave of absence? Yeah, hook me up. Yeah, you in the investigative unit? I can tell you what I just did. Yeah, I just shot him in the leg. Come on, give me some time off. And then people just don't make themselves marketable for jobs. You'll see people nonstop that are getting like tattoos in places that are just making them unemployable. I'm gonna get a tattoo on my neck that says, does this mean I don't get a second interview? Because it does. It really means no second interview for you. So I'm recently engaged. Give it up for me on that. Yeah, Super Cat's settling down. I don't know if that's so super. I think it is. I love this girl. She completes me. She's a sweetheart. But there's certain things I realized about being a stand-up comic that I don't get to do that like other spouses would get to do. Like naming your children. Stand-up comedians don't get to name their kids. They get a couple suggestions in there that make the wife hit them, and that's it. Like if I had a little girl, her name would be Texas. Don't mess with Texas. In the state capital punishment, that's what I'm saying. Dating life's gonna be rough for little Texas. We're gonna execute him. Or if I had a little boy, I'd name him Coxman. No social anxiety disorders for little Coxman. Yeah, that'd be a great name, wouldn't it? Coming on the field, number 64, Coxman Ward. Or, if I had a little girl, I'd get revenge on all the teachers I had in school, and they were something that was screwed up for the honor roll, and whenever they did like the roll call, like Chihuahua Ward. You're going down the list, they're like, you gotta be kidding me. Chihuahua Ward? Chihuahua Ward? Because you can't just say it once, it's like Doritos. And then she would probably do what a lot of little kids do. They try to use their middle name because they don't like their first name. Like anybody you've ever met named Eugene, either goes by Gene or their middle name, or never Eugene. So she would, I'd have to give her a screwed up middle name too, is what I'm getting at. It would be Chinchilla, actually. So it'd be Chihuahua Chinchilla Ward. Or Chupacabra, that would be good. That'd be intimidating. She'd be a little wrestler. But the reason I think that names are significant when it comes to naming babies is because people are out of control with it. My niece is named, no lie, Radiant Nevaeh Ward. Just stick to the Bible naming, please. At least it's something to go by that's not stupid. I mean, she's a beautiful young lady, she's got a unique name, but what jobs are left for someone named Radiant? 2 jobs come to mind. Professional wrestler, or as they like to call it now, exotic entertainer. Nevaeh. And that's heaven spelled incorrectly backwards. In case you didn't catch that. People are out of control of naming the kids. Like, here's something just I demand right now. Please, no one ever name your child after a brand name product that is on the market or has ever been on the market. No Levitras. I went to school with a girl named Pepsi McAfee. Her first name was Pepsi. Strangely, she ended up with a coke problem. company fails right about puberty. Like it goes nose down. I mean, how do you feel about little 13-year-old Enron Williams? Yeah, he's going to get detention. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now. What about Circuit City Johnson, you know? And of course his brother, or his sister, WNBA Johnson. What, you mean WNBA didn't fail? I'm sorry. I don't have ESPN 12. So when I go out in Wilmington, I often get kind of singled out. I don't know if it's because I'm a little metrosexual. People think I'm gay all the time. I don't know if it's because I don't let my eyebrows become one unified entity. I don't know if that makes me a butt lover. Or perhaps the fact that I can smell my body odor before anyone else can. I don't know if that makes me a boo pirate. That's what I'm saying. I think it's because when I go out in public and I hear a song that's really familiar to me, I go, "That's my song! That's my song! Woo! Shots for everybody!" Sir, that's George Michael. That might be the actual reason. But they single me out and want to fight me. Like, why would you want to fight the metrosexual guy? And it's always 5 dudes gathered around at once that want to beat me down. Like it takes more than one. Okay, the guy that updates your Facebook page for you can beat my ass, okay? Let me just go there. Seriously. And it's always 5 guys gathered around. I haven't even seen them all night long. I'm just coming down to the bar. I bump into one. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, excuse me. Ellen DeGeneres looking little mofo. David Spade, little punk. I'm like, "Ew, I don't want any trouble." He's like, "Yeah, well, you're going to get some trouble." 5 guys gather around. Because they know that I'm going to flee, so they gather kind of around like this. And I have to develop defense mechanisms in this situation. So what do? I impersonate a velociraptor. I do. They gather around, they're like, "Throw a punch." Because, they always want the skinny guy to throw a punch so they don't feel as bad about crushing him to death with 2 punches. "Throw a punch, punk." I'm like, "No, you got something better." My friends are also in the wings of impersonating velociraptors. We hunt in packs. I have to wave them in. They come stomping out. Guys surrounding us are like trying to get their cell phones out to take video. They're like, "Are we getting punked, man? What's going on?" Cops show up. They don't know what to do. Looks like performance art. So they're like, "Yeah, I got a I don't have a code for this. You guys really just have to see this. Is this webcam in the car? Is this streaming? Because I don't know what's going on." Let me just tell you, you still get beat up when you impersonate the velociraptor. And it goes a little something like this. After about 4 punches, you stop even trying. You're just like, "Ow, jeez!" You guys ready for some stand-up comedians tonight?